Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Ohio Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, Scott M. Gray, D.C., across from the Marion Center between TSC and Kroger. For further information, dial 740-386-6580. Also located on the net at goodbackbadback.com. That's goodbackbadback.com.
Hey, it is a Wednesday edition of The Exchange here, joined by Charlie Evers, Mary Ann Michaels, Martha Douse-Manesi, Shannon O'Neill, and Dr. Scott Gray. Going to have a lot of fun today. Going to kick it off with Charlie Evers and what's wrong with Mary Ann because we don't have enough money.
Yeah, that's right. Things that we need to do if we just had the money. And there's no guarantee we'll ever have the money to complete maybe a complete redoing of the Marion City sewer system. Now, they have worked quite a bit in eliminating cross connections in the east side of the city. This is where homes were built and you had your basement drain and your sanitary drain all going into one, and when it rained it all came back up. But a lot of that's being taken care of. But can you imagine how old our sewers are running underneath Main Street or Center Street or Church Street? We could use a whole new sewer system, but that would take millions. And the other thing is, out in the country in our little villages, now Waldo's having a sewer installed, I guess, and some of the others have, but we need to eliminate our septic tanks. We need a countywide sewage system. And again, that would take millions, but it would improve our environment, the river quality of the Sandusky or the Scioto River and the Olentangy, they'd improve considerably. A lot of people don't even know where their sewage goes that live in the country. I didn't. When I bought a house, all of a sudden nothing was moving, and I found there was a little brick box, and that's all there was. It filled up on one side and flowed over the other and out to the river. And that's going on all over the place. So what do we do? Wait to get money.
Money.
Money, money.
Fix that problem.
Yep.
I'm going to head now over to Mary Ann Michaels for words of wisdom.
Knowledge is a salve that soothes many a fear. If you have knowledge, then maybe you won't be afraid. And that's anonymous. I don't know who said that.
Now, Mary Ann, look at the monitor. Zoom back in on Mary Ann. Look at you and the chicken.
I have a chicken coming
You have a
out.
chicken in front of you. I like that.
You do?
Charlie, what'd you name the chicken?
Well, it's what surprised me that chicken speaks English, even though he's from Japan or China.
China? It's a
made in
Chinese chicken.
Fabrique en China. Yeah, made in China.
There you go.
Yeah,
That chicken's
all the
made in China?
best ingredients in the world, and it's for ages 3+. Well, they got it right.
They got it right. 3++.
Yep.
Plus.
Let's get rid of the chicken for a minute. He's blocking the shot. We are going to move on today, though, and talk about a thing we talked about. Oh, Lord, there it goes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just can't shut the chicken up.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to talk about something that happened earlier on in the week. A Facebook page was started, Make Martha Douse-Manesi 2011 Popcorn Festival Grand Marshal. Over 70 people in 3 days have joined that group. Hey, it's time to make it happen. Jump on Facebook, search Martha Douse-Manesi or Popcorn Festival. I'm sure it'll come up in the search engine. 70 people in 3 days. We as a community are going to make this happen, get the Queen of Dance to be the queen of this year's Popcorn
Well,
Festival.
why don't you ask the person in charge of the parade?
Well, I called them, Mary Ann, and they don't return my calls.
Well, that isn't very nice.
Well, I didn't want to bring it up on air, but since you brought it up. Other people haven't returned my calls too. One day we'll do a show on just people who don't return my phone calls.
The only ones that return phone calls are those people you owe.
That's or the people who owe you. They don't return your phone calls either.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
See, that was clever. We're going to continue. Shannon's going to sing in this episode. We're so excited.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But you know what? Before we do any of that, we're going to move over to Dr. Scott Gray, see what's been up with him in the last week. Dr. Gray, what's new?
We're keeping busy as always, and actually tomorrow and Friday, on the 11th and the 12th, we're going to be doing some book signings.
Oh.
And tomorrow, the 11th, we're going to be at Books on Center. We're going to be there from 3 to 7, and the first 10 people that show up get a free book, and people will be able to purchase it after that, and I will sign those for you. And then the next day at 12 o'clock at noon, we're going to be doing a book signing at the Hope Crossing Christian Bookstore there in Charleston Place. So that'll be 3 to 7 at Books on Center, and about 12 to 2, I think, on at the Hope Crossing Bookstore. So we'll be doing that tomorrow and Thursday. So come on out and get your free copy of the book.
Hey, that sounds great. Now, what is the retail price of the book?
$11.99.
Well, that's not
is
bad.
what it is. So yeah, even if you are there after the first 10, it's still not a very expensive book to buy.
That'll be a lot of fun. Come out and meet the doctor, say hello, and get a book. Sounds like
And
a good
get
thing.
some advice.
Yeah,
Get
if
some
you have
advice.
questions, I can answer questions about back pain, neck pain, all those types of things too. So bring your questions as well. Love to answer those.
They don't have to pay a copay.
No, they're not going to get, I'm not an attorney, they're not going to get a bill in the mail or anything after, billing for hours or anything.
You can't
So,
beat that.
No, free advice tomorrow.
Now, will you work on them right there in the bookstore?
I can't do that.
You
I
sure?
can't. No, we need to do our due diligence with our patients and make sure we know exactly what's going on before we do anything with them. So we do that with all of our patients, complete exam and those types of things. So yeah, come on out tomorrow and Friday, that'll be a good time. And another thing that we're doing, I don't know if anyone has seen this or not, but out in front of our office, we had a large dead tree that is now not exactly like it used to be. We've cut it down, and now we've just got the trunk there. But we have a chainsaw artist, a man named Jack Cantley from Centerburg, Ohio, who is coming out, and he's carving something very special out of that tree that's going to be there forever once he does it, as long as it doesn't get struck by lightning or anything like that.
Yeah,
So,
the newspaper said a backbone.
actually, it's a
Spine?
secret right now.
Oh, really?
People are making guesses. People have
Oh,
said,
is that right?
People have said a spine. People have said a giant garden gnome. People have said, what are the funny things we've gotten? Just a block O, a Brutus, all kinds of different suggestions on that. A guitar, because I play guitar. People thought I should do a guitar out front there. But we're going to do something fun. This guy's a master. He's going to be out there. He worked last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if he'll be out there this Saturday and Sunday on the 13th and the 14th or not. But this guy, he does stuff all over the country. Very popular chainsaw artist, and just amazing what he can do with a chainsaw and a tree.
Marianne, I know what it is.
Oh, you do?
I do.
You're just being a smart aleck.
No, Marianne. Boy, if you put that in a blog, they would have fired you years ago. No, I know what's going to be the...
No, because you want to be in. You're trying to tell me that you'd like to be in on all the information.
I'm just telling you that I know what the thing is going to be.
But you're not
Marianne.
going to tell because it wouldn't be very nice. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Ask me, and yeah.
Okay, what's it going to be?
Can you keep a secret?
Yes?
So can I. And now we're going to keep on going on this week's episode. Okay, I'll set him up, Marianne. I'll knock him out. Doctor, what else is going on besides the great... this is interesting. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's something new. It's not a
something-
backbone. The paper was wrong.
Apparently.
They don't have to. I'm not saying it's not going to be a spine, but I'm not saying it's not going to be a gnome or a guitar or other things. It's not something as silly as that either. But, if you go out there, you may be able to tell what it is right now. Because
It will have meaning.
It will have meaning, definitely. Yep, it will have meaning. So it will be significant. It's not just going to be some random, totem pole or something like that. It's going to have meaning to it. So it'll be a cool statue out there.
Martha, what do you think it is?
Well, I'm going to be visiting the doctor's office, and I'm going to get a first-hand review.
And you're going to have a good guess on that.
Yes, I am.
Do you have any guesses on what it might be? What do you think it could be?
Spine.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty popular guess.
That's the most popular guess of everybody, yeah.
What do you think, Shannon?
I'm going to be neat to have a spine. That's really unique. I've never heard of anyone doing that before, and what a neat addition to the community even to have to turn like a dead tree into something pretty. So it's great.
Yeah, that was what we thought. You know, we're gonna have to pay to get it, you know, taken out of there anyway. We said might as well pay someone to do something to make it pretty, you know, take something dead and bring it alive again, something worth looking at. So we're excited about that.
Wouldn't Martha like to have it a cookie tree?
I love the cookies.
Yeah.
Just a big stack
Yeah.
of chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, I can see her
All the way
climbing up the tree, and then coming down saying, "Oh, doctor, you got to do something with my back."
Marianne, any guesses?
Oh, no, my imagination is nil right now. I can't even think of what it would be. But I think it's something that's going to be special. I
It
really
will
do.
be, yeah. It's gonna be something special, and it's
And it's
gonna
have meaning.
It's gonna have meaning,
Right.
definitely.
Charlie?
It's okay.
No, I already said, but I
No, I
thought
don't think you did.
Yes, I did.
What'd you say?
A backbone or a spine. One of the, they're both the same.
Out over here.
When does a spine become a backbone? Or is a backbone a proper term?
Well,
Is spine,
spine is a proper term.
Yeah.
I mean, you could call it your backbone too,
Yeah.
but you know that it's not entirely correct because your spine is made out of 24 movable bones. So you've got 24 bones
Yeah.
in there with little cushions or discs in between each one of them, and we call it the spinal column. Would be really the proper terminology. But yeah, it's a good question. And when you're younger, it's cartilage to begin with. So when you're born, it's just cartilage. It's not ossified. It's not a bone yet. And that takes several years to actually ossify. We're not completely ossified. We don't have our complete bone structure until into our teenage years.
there was a carnival in Marion once back in the 1950s, I think it was. They had a sideshow, and a man named Morris, the ossified man. Apparently he had turned to
Into bone?
solid calcium. Morris, the ossified man. That
love those
I had,
sideshows.
that term you mentioned, ossified. Yes, that can be a real thing.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, listen, I'll tell you something about carnivals, Charlie. Let me tell you about
yeah,
carnivals.
do that. I'm all ears.
Yes, I had a great aunt. Okay, and she was a fat lady in a carnival, and they
Yeah.
used to pay a nickel. And she had terrible diabetes, I believe. So they eventually came and had to take her legs off, then amputate her legs. But this wasn't going to stop her. Then she became a snake handler.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of stock I come from.
I
Snake
see,
handling
yeah.
fat ladies. In a
I was
circus.
once on Waikiki Beach, and I found a leg on Waikiki Beach, now believe it or not. And I'm looking all around, there's this leg laying there. I thought, here I am in Hawaii, a once in a lifetime thing, and I'm among some strange people. Somebody left their leg. Then I walked down.
Was it a
and-
real leg?
No, it's artificial.
Artificial.
I found a man with one leg. Yeah. And then, here's the thing. Now, this is Waikiki Beach. Everyone wants to go there. I went across the street to a little shop that was run by a man 95 years old, a Chinaman. He says, well, you're new in Hawaii, I take it. I said, yeah. He said, you go out there to Waikiki Beach? Oh, yes. He said, have you ever seen a restroom out there? There wasn't. The beach, he said, you watch where you place yourself.
Oh, goodness.
That's Waikiki Beach. But maybe they do now.
Yeah, that was ancient.
This
That
was 20
ancient
years
history.
ago, yeah.
Oh, that's,
Boy, that
I
shocked
wonder
me.
how many people's vacations he spoiled.
Oh,
by giving
that's
them that
why
nice tidbit of
a lot of
information.
people take these bamboo mats and roll them out and place their body on that.
Yeah.
That keeps them high and dry.
oh, boy.
Interesting.
You ought to get a job as a travel agent.
Yes.
Because you sell a lot of trips.
Not to Waikiki Beach,
Not
though.
to Waikiki Beach. That's terrible that people would do that on the beach.
Well, you gotta go.
You gotta
know.
go
Where you gotta
home,
go?
home. Did you?
Well, now, if you're on vacation, in fact, you can bring up on the internet a webcam at Waikiki Beach and watch the people. I mean, I haven't seen them doing anything they shouldn't really, though. But there is a live, yeah. Really?
So any time of the day, you can just watch
Yes.
Waikiki Beach.
And people all do the same thing. There's a statue of this guy, I don't know if he's a surfer or whatever, but they built a big statue. And everybody that comes to Waikiki Beach poses and has somebody take their picture in front of that. One after another. They all think they're being, different.
Well, little do they know Charlie Edwards is watching them on his computer at home, laughing his head off. Mary Ann, have you ever had any weird trips?
Oh, yes. Down the Grand Canyon.
Oh, yeah, that'd be weird.
Yes, on a mule.
Oh,
And I'll tell you, it was the scariest thing I've ever done, because when I got up on that mule and looked down where I was going to go, I almost got off and said, forget it. And the thing of it is, it was even worse coming back up, because then when we came back, every time we had to take our mule over to the edge, because the mules had to rest. You you just couldn't do, so they'd have to rest like every 15 minutes. And to pull them around, and then my mule would always go over the side and try to eat, and that's the one thing that the wrangler said, whatever you do, don't let your mule eat over the hill, because he'll just go all the way down. So that's what I had to put up with. And then another thing he said, don't take your hat off. We had to wear these cowboy hats, because you'll get a sunstroke. We've had people have sunstroke, and if you get a sunstroke, they have to bring a helicopter down to one of the landings where they have, and it costs you like $1,000. So don't take your hat off. Well, we were on this little area where it was like a plain, and my husband didn't want to have anything to do riding next to me. I was right by the Wrangler because I wanted to be safe. He was in the back, and we were riding along, and all of a sudden he sees this hat flying by. He says, that's got to be my wife. He looked around, he said, that's Mary Ann. So he jumped off of his mule, and the thing of it was, he had all the food packed on his mule, and he jumped off, and the mule started to take off, and he ran and jumped up.
what a trip.
That whole thing
No, but
could be titled as Fear of Losing Your Mule.
But then when I got back, I mean, I hate to say it, but I had terrible blisters on you know what. Because I was just going like this. I was just,
Oh, yeah.
And you know what?
that was some trip, I'll tell you. I've had a lot of very interesting trips, really.
I think the most interesting trip I ever went on to was Canada. I went to Canada one time. Oh, right. I went there one time, and I found a phone book, and I read the yellow page. And that's all they had. One yellow page, Mary Ann. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
It's very sad. The last one to bed at night has to turn the lights out on the whole city. Canada.
And here,
Love it or leave it.
if you'd have just opened the drawer, you could have found a Gideon Bible probably to read.
No, they don't have the money for that in Canada.
Oh.
No. Hotels closed down. Doctor, what's new in the field of chiropractics?
Just helping people get out of pain. Not a whole lot of new discoveries or anything right now. Just still doing the same old thing, helping people, get pressure off their nerves and help them feel better. So chiropractic's just working as good as today as it did 100 years ago, and just continue to keep getting people better.
But more people today.
More people today, a lot more people today. Yeah, if you ask what's new, probably the amount of people going to chiropractors is definitely way up. Obviously with insurance covering it better now. We know Medicare covers it real well, and if you have Anthem or Aetna or those types of insurances, they have good coverage for chiropractic. So yeah, we get a lot of patients in, and people are, you get people with good results, and then they start telling their friends, start telling their family, and things kind of snowball from there. And that's why we are where we are today with chiropractic, and that's why we're still so busy.
Absolutely.
And lower back pain, probably one of the main.
Yeah, exactly. And, chiropractic is just as good, if not better, as any other treatment. It's really found to be the best thing for low back pain. If you look at all the research, I think I may have mentioned this before. I was watching a Dr. Oz show, and they had a chiropractor on there. And he even said on there that chiropractors are better at relieving back pain than medication, than most of the other things out there. And I was like, wow, are medical doctors saying that now? That's pretty cool.
I can believe it. Goodbackbadback.com is the book, and or the website, Goodbackbadback is the book. Doctor, let them know about the book signings again.
Yeah, make sure you come out tomorrow, 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock at Books on Center. And obviously on Center Street, we're going to be there. First 10 people get a free book, and you get all the free advice that you need. If you have any questions about neck pain or back pain, I'll be there to answer those for you. And then on Friday, it's going to be at noon at the Hope Crossing Christian Bookstore there in Charleston Place. So come on out. Would love to meet you.
Perfect. Shannon's going to sing in just a minute, but before we do that, we're going to check in again with my pal Phyllis Diller. Go ahead.
Listen to what legendary comedian and Ohio native Phyllis Diller has to say about moderator Scott Spears and the exchange.
I've been sitting around here in California from Ohio. I'm sitting around in Hollywood wondering, when is the international public going to find my friend, the great interviewer, Scott Spears?
Well, Phyllis, we wonder the same thing. You wonder it from Hollywood, I wonder it from here.
Well, I swear, Scott, you see, we are so aware of your great talent because you come up with hundreds of ideas. You are never wanting for an idea. You are prolific. You're always pushing. You're always there. And I thought, now, why hasn't the world found Scott and put him on a pedestal? And, you know, after all, Larry King can't live forever.
Hey, we're back here.
Hi.
Shannon's going to sing now a song that I'm sure you're going to love. Shannon O'Neill. Shannon, take it away.
Thanks, Scott. The song is Moonglow. Hope you enjoy it. It must have been moonglow way up in the blue. It must have been moonglow that brought me straight to you. I still hear you saying, my love, hold me fast. Then I get to praying, oh Lord, please let this last. We seem to float right through the air. Heavenly songs seem to come from everywhere. So now when there's moonglow way up in the blue, I'll always remember that moonglow gave me you. That moonglow gave me you. Ba-dun-dun-dun. Just a little music interlude. We seem to float right through the air. Heavenly songs seem to come from everywhere. So now when there's moonglow way up in
number for us on Friday's episode. You won't want to miss that. And maybe that one right there you're hearing. We are going to hear another song on Friday. Stay tuned tomorrow. Brenda Donegan will be in, and we're also, me and Martha went to a pizza. Martha and I went to a pizza shop. Mary Ann's going to attack me. Martha and I went to a pizza shop. Martha learned how to make the first pizza of her life. We're going to have that footage tomorrow. irmcommunication@gmail.com, The Exchange Mary, and on Facebook. See you on Thursday.